of the National Football League.
From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, that's where Atlanta was born. And there are train horns still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons.
To a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. Monday night prime time is underway. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out ahead the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
Former Husky got a 3-star audition to end his rookie season, Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mix. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands, running his own team.
It's Bijan Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Falcons. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And going play fake with Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. They send the tight end in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to Pitts it goes. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Penix working from the gun. That one's caught by Mooney. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
What I like about that kick, I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Brandon Condrington to return it. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Allen on the play action. He lobs it deep middle. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. Play action now, Allen. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they get this down to the 28. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. On the sneak, it's Allen. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Enough to Cook here, out of the zone read. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Allen going to the air, and he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Agnew on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. They send him left out of the slot. Penix on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Called in by Mooney, left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing a southpaw, and he gets to rush.
On 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Brandon Codrington on the Bills' return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Bills' offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another one for Cook. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
And the Bills first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Allen now on 1st down. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head. These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This is Cook. Escapes a defender. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. And it's the Bills with a 1st and 10. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
1st down throw for Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Another try following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. These outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On for the field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Prater puts it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Falcons, the running back with John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 17-yard line.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. That one's complete right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to London. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. That's brought in by Mooney. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And again, it's Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they get this down to the 28. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
20. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that. Space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On 1st down, Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
It's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air, Allen. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
third down. Here's a screen for Cook. Juke the defender. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. It takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Takes out a one-stop, and he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for our Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The career is my estate when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Penix now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
42-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play action. Here's Penix. He lofts it deep left. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Again, Penix to the air. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
14, Bills 10.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Johnson now on the return. Jukes one defender. This makes it up to the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And as they get set, Parker, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know calling the these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
2nd and 10 now. It's Kincaid with a catch out left. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Avoid some trouble there.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Bills with a punt team out there. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Falcons, and running back Rajon Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Falcons in good field position here as they start out. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to get to Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Making a tackle there, Joey Bosa.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Penix on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good. Score on Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Open space inside the 40. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Penix looking to run with it. And he's in! It's an Atlanta touchdown! He made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Romo on to try the point after.
Lining up for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Falcons 21, Bills 10.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Bills take over.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and beat those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Allen looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Drops it off to Cook. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And Allen will hold on to this. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Allen fires out wide, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete over the middle. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. Breaks through, and he might break away. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stay next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
From the 16, brought in right side by Kincaid. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
This one's caught.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Allen to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His pick there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Now 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Agnew on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons, running back John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a counter give to Robinson. Escapes a defender. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. First down, and they go right back to it. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. And he can't escape Rob. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.